transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen. Good.
Yes, sir.
You're back.
You're right. Sorry, I came over here. Sorry.
Need something, initiate?
Paladin dance.
Paladin dance.
Supplies?
Good.
Feel
You're
free
back.
to help yourself.
Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
All right. Great, cool. When do we get to head up to the Brighton?
When do I get to head up to the Pridwin?
Paladin Dance will decide when you're allowed up there. Until then, I'm afraid you're stuck with us.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Look, I don't have to prove everything to you, okay? I'm not here to win your favor. I'm here to save my son, and to do that, I'm going to join up with you guys. Let's just deal with it.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, you do. You need to prove that you aren't gonna put a round in my back the minute I turn around.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
Don't worry. I've spent time in the military. I know how it works, sir.
Don't worry. I've spent time in the military.
Perfect. Then there's no need to give you a long lecture, so I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Oh, thank you. So does that mean I'm one of you guys now?
Does this mean I'm one of you now?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Pridwin. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, they could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
All right, well, there's no time like present. I'm not interested in helping those guys. He's an ass, and I don't know who she is, so let's do it.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Well, after rolling that thing in, you've certainly started one. But tell me though, who is Elder Maxson?
Who's Elder Maxson?
Maxson is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Just check for ammo. Oops, I'm making a mess. You know what? Let's just go straight up. Don't even leave him without me. Hang on, wait a minute. We're going to the roof? Why are we going to the roof? How does that help us get to the Pridwin? Right. To the roof. Oh god, it's a vertibird. Are you serious? We're gonna fly to the Pridwin? At least the fog's cleaned up. But these things can come down in a hurry. I've seen it firsthand. It's not good. But, okay. Soldier does what a soldier needs to do. I'm on board, sir. Let's move.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and rate of fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
Yes, sir, sir. Oh my god, the city looks so different from up here. When you're down there, you feel like you're insignificant and tiny.
Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference.
Hell yeah. I mean, you can bomb them from the sky, it doesn't matter what weapons they've got.
We'll have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
It's like a fog hanging over the city. You can see it over there, but he's right. I mean, you know, if there's like a war going on that bridge down there, it doesn't matter what guns or weapons they have, you just bomb it from the air. Job's done.
But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival.
Huh.
Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory.
There's another one of the vertibirds, and that must be the Pridwin.
We're on final approach to the airport. The Pridwin should be coming into view just ahead.
Oh, of course, the airport, Boston Airport. It's parked above the airport.
Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of places out here I haven't visited. But it's not like this is some sort of like tourist exploring expedition. I need to find the Institute, I need to find Sean. And after then we'll find a house and we'll hole ourselves up in it. That's it. That's the mission. God, look at this thing. They had similar things when I was in the military, but I never saw anything like it. Like, not like firsthand. I mean, we heard that this kind of thing existed. And we saw the odd vertibirds and the odd kind of aircraft carrier. But they were, you know, they were on the ocean, not a floating one. I wonder if the Brotherhood of Steel found this from old technology, or they built it themselves. There it is, Pridwin.
It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Yes, sir, I am. There's got to be someone on there that can help me build this damn teleporter. Someone that can help me reach my son. So how do we dock? Oh, clever. Some sort of docking mechanism literally pulls the vertibird onto the deck. The Pridwin. We're here.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir.
I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxims approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridwin and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
All right, so
You're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
well, looks can be deceiving, sir. I won't let you down.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely, sir. I won't get in your way. I need your help, but I'm not here to spoil what you're doing with the Institute. I think you're doing a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Alright. You guys have a lot of kind of power armor around. Is there armor around, or are there more cores that I can use? I mean, if we're going to be fighting the Institute, I want the best we can possibly get.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
Alright, so tell me about Elder Maxon.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel and the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
No, sir. No more questions.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Capital Wasteland. Washington. It's a couple of times they've mentioned a citadel. Guess that means they were all holed up somewhere, and then this Elder Maxon guy came along and turned them into this fine military force. And hell yeah, if they can help me, if they can help us take down the...
address inside the command deck.
Thank you. If they can help me get my son back, if they can help me get rid of this institute, I will be eternally grateful to Elder Maxon for doing it. Right. He said join the address on the command deck. Looks like this is it.
Brothers and sisters,
That must be
the
him.
road behind has
It's
been
gotta be
long
Maxon.
and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This
Yeah, they did.
notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Well, its worst enemy is something which looks like itself.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
All right.
Being on a death
Thanks for the
row
tip.
as backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Well, I know that. Okay, well, here we go then. Let's, need to knock this one up, make a good impression. This is the guy that can possibly help us get us into the Institute, and it sounds like actually destroy the Institute. Sir, reporting for duty.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that, sir. They're playing with fire. These synths are a real threat. They don't think like we do. They don't live and die like we do. They're not interested in the real things that are important. Flesh, blood, life, birth, reproduction.
Something amiss, Initiate?
No, nothing, sir. We need to save this area.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Alright, don't worry. I'm convinced.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
Alright. Yes, sir. I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Right. Okay, well, I suggest we get to know the place a bit, and maybe, come back in an hour or two and ask him about helping me to make a teleporter. Gotta get that balance. I don't want to look too keen, don't want to look like I'm only here for one thing. At the same time, don't want to wait too long that I kind of get myself too settled in. Or even worse, get sent out on mission. Their mission sounds like a positive one, and their mission sounds like one that I believe in. The Institute are replacing people. The Institute are stealing people. The Institute absolutely need to be stopped. But Sean is the one that I need to help. Alright. So they've added something to my map. My own personal storage container.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Sadly, not this one.
Let Maxon's age fool you. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
There. Try it now.
Nothing.
Wow, power armor.
Supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
4 sets.
Can't fix it.
4 sets of power armor.
You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk.
That's lush.
Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Huh. You can kick through a mirelurk? Actually kick through a mirelurk. Imagine the strength of the suit that would do that. Here we go. Dylan Croft's storage. Fusion core, fusion cell, military issue bed, and someone's personal log.
Personal log entry 142.
Oh god, there's a firearm. Oh wait, no, they're testing.
I can sum up living on the Pridwin in 4 words.
Wow.
I missed field assignments.
Power armor just shrugged off the laser shots.
The research we're doing is exciting stuff. But life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Huh. Well, the old complaints of being in the military. I'm just gonna put some of my biggest stuff down. Same goes for the junk. We don't need to carry all this kind of stuff around. Not at the moment. I'm assuming there'll be workbenches on here, but maybe we should try and dump this stuff in a workbench. Find somewhere better to keep that. Alright. That's my personal storage. Now I need to go and report to Dance, who was standing by the bar a second ago. Alan Dance.
Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Look funny about it. Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Well, I was very impressed with him. He seems to know kind of what's best for everyone. He's got a firm goal. He wants to stick to it.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I appreciate the faith you've put in me, sir. So don't worry, I'll be careful.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go. Show me the ship, show me the people. Let's see what this army we've put together can do.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
So, where are we going? So I guess we're meeting all these people.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Thank you for the advice. Hey, I like the little tips they're giving me. Is this one of the people we've got to meet? Alright, let's do it. Excuse me?
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you might be confusing me with someone else, sir.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
I've been told to learn myself around the Pridwin, sir.
Just learning my way around the Pridwin.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What kind of technical documentation are you looking for, sir?
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Right, well, I need these guys to help me. I need them to persuade them to build me a teleporter. So I need to be as helpful and as, I need to suck up, quite frankly. I need to brown-nose my way into all their good books, and so when I eventually say to them, hey, help me build the teleporter, they all go, sure.
Is this going to take much longer?
No, sure, no, so I'm sorry, sir. Look, maybe I could lend you a hand.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Thank you. You too. Oh, and you have a cat. Hello. The weird thing about pets is they make everything feel a little bit, normal. They're good. All right, so this tour of the ship, this is our next one, yeah?
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam, sir? I feel fine.
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Well, there wasn't really that much radiation around before the bombs fell, so not really.
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
I hope you're kidding. I mean, surely everyone has. Hang on, why'd you ask? Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases up here?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
I don't think I've ever been seriously sick in my life. I mean, I've got the odd bit of rads here or there, but no, I'm pretty much in tip-top shape, so.
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
What? What? Seriously? That happens often enough that you actually have a question about it?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Huh. No. Made to save my son. Doesn't matter how we get the job done. Brotherhood of Steel and I together take down the Institute. Whoever stands in our way is the enemy. So no. No problem whatsoever.
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Yes, sir. All right. And if they've got some medical supplies available, and hopefully he won't mind taking a few, especially if I'm going out into the Commonwealth. All right, it's 2 down, 2 to go. God, I love being part of the military again. Scientists, doctors. I assume we've got to have to speak later to some of the outfitters, maybe get in some of the power armor. Then, once I feel I've integrated myself enough, we'll pop the question. Build me a teleporter. Take me to the Institute. We'll get Sean back. Just don't worry. Dylan Croft and the Brotherhood of Steel are coming.